Hello lovelies, welcome to this weekly tarot and oracle reading for zodiac signs or for numerology. I'm keeping these readings open so that you can choose either by the 12 numbers, any of the 12 numbers that you wish, so choose them intuitively, or you can choose your sun, moon, rising, Venus and North Node signs. Okay, and that will give you an overall view of the energies, the influences coming in for the week ahead. So you can choose intuitively or choose your signs. You'll find the timestamps below the video. And before I get into the personal readings, what I'm going to do, as I'm going to do every week, is to choose a few cards that relate to the overall collective energies that are coming in, the overall influences that are going to be affecting all of us. So let's see what we've got. I'm using the Cat Wisdom Oracle deck this week. Each week I'm just going to choose the decks that I feel are going to be relevant for the readings that week, and this was the first one that came out. So let's see what we've got here. And also we get to look at really lovely pictures of cats. So we've got hiding, solitude, and dare to be different. Do you know what? That was the energy that I've been picking up on before I was doing the reading. I got this feeling that Spirit was asking us all to wait or to step back. It felt like it was going to be a calm energy. So this hiding energy, I mean, relating this to what's going on in the world at the moment, if you're keeping up with that, if you're not, I mean, you probably won't want to anyway, but it's best to take a step back from the world stage and not to take too much notice of what's going on, because it is a stage and it is a play of some kind. You know what I mean? It's all being, what's the word? Curated? Is that the right word? Staged? I mean, yeah, it's being staged, you know. So Spirit is just saying here, hiding, take a step back. Don't get too involved. Don't get too drawn into those energies. And that really connects in again with this solitude card here of really focusing on yourself, on your own energy and on your own truth. Okay, so focus on the things that you like to do, the things that light you up, and don't engage in anything that is drama or fear based. Okay, we've got the Dare to be Different card here, which is giving me this sense of learning to accept that there are all kinds of experiences that are going on in the world at the moment and in the collective and within each person, and that we are each on our own path. And it's really important that we focus on being our unique selves, okay? So over this next week, focus on bringing a part of yourself to the surface, allowing others to see something that you would normally hide or keep hidden, whether that's revealing something about yourself to someone or sharing a secret about your life, or whether it's sharing something that you have done or created that is a little bit different and you want to put it out there. Spirit is saying, dare to be different. Don't be afraid if you aren't like everybody else. Okay, be your unique self. Come out of hiding in that respect. So this is like a message of keeping away from the harsh energies and embodying the truth of who you are, and not being afraid to share that truth with the world or to show the world who you truly are. That that's funny. I'm getting a big thumbs up from Spirit just then. It's like this sense of real encouragement. Spirit really wants us all to be ourselves, to not necessarily go along with what others are doing or with what others are saying, but to really be ourselves, to trust in what we know individually, to trust in what feels right to each of us. Know what your own truth is. Okay, right then, let's gather those up. I'm going to give these cards a really good shuffle now, and then if you want to keep watching, I am going to deal out the 12 groups of cards so that you can choose them in the way that feels right for you. These are funny cards to shuffle. They're very sticky, no matter how much I've been using them. If you can see my orange finger there, been doing an iodine test. I've been very deficient in iodine, by the way. And I found out, I'm going to share this with you because I think this is really interesting, but you don't have to take iodine supplements. You can use it transdermally, which means putting it on your skin. And if your skin absorbs it within 8 hours, it means you're deficient. Did you know that? Because I didn't. But there you go. And I am deficient. So I've been rubbing it on my skin and my skin's been absorbing it, drinking it in. And that way you don't have to take it, you know, orally. So that's better. So a couple more shuffles. And then I think we'll cut the pack once or twice. I'll go here. So what I'm going to do then is lay out the 12 cards. So that you can hone in on the ones that resonate with you, or choose from the timestamps below the zodiac signs. So as I said, you can do Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and North Node. You can listen to each of those readings and then it gives you an overall picture of the energies of next week. And then if anything crops up more than once, any of the messages are repeating for you, then you can take extra notice of those because those will be important for you. So we've got top left corner is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, my lovelies, I will see you in the readings. Check the timestamps below the video. Okay. Hello there, Group 1, and this is also Aries. So you have got this card, Strength in Numbers. So the first message about the energies for you this week is to call on people to help you. Now, this could include calling on a friend for some help or advice to help you through something, or getting some help on a professional level that could connect with work, or maybe you've got some kind of a project that you're doing that you want feedback on. It could even relate to getting some information, needing to learn something, or take it generally. It could be connecting in with your community. So people are important for you over the next week in helping you to do something or helping you with something, okay? We've got 9 of Summer, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. I love that for you. What a fab card. So this is a really good positive energy here for the coming week where you've got something really, really good happening. It might even relate to say for what I've just been talking about, where you might need somebody's help with something. It could even connect in with that. Say, for example, if you're getting feedback on something, then it's like, this is a wish coming true because this is really good feedback for you. Okay. But this is a very, very, very positive card. One of the most positive in the deck. This equates to the 9 of Cups in the tarot deck. So this is something happening over the next week that is going to feel like you've either reached a goal, or magic has come into your life, or some kind of wish is being fulfilled. That is fantastic for you. We've also got gracefully aging. Okay. So this is an influence that connects in with your body and how you're feeling. You might be noticing changes that are going on in your body at the moment. Your body might be asking for some extra special care and attention over the next week. And this is also a card about remembering to love yourself just as you are. Love your body, okay? Don't criticize yourself if something is going wrong with your body. Don't get angry with it. Don't feel like you should be doing better. Try to accept it and love it just as it is. Let's see what we've got here. 20, deliberate. I'm going to get a couple more cards as well. So here, this is at some point over the next week, you are going to be thinking about your next steps in doing something. And Spirit is saying here, take your time. You don't need to rush. There might be something that you really need to think about, or to work out, or there's some information missing about where you need to go or what you need to do next. So Spirit is saying, please don't rush ahead. You need to take your time with this. If we look at the snails move very slowly, and this is an influence for you over this next week. There is no need to rush. This is a nice calming energy here. There's no rushing ahead. There's no taking sudden action or being impulsive. This is just like thinking about things carefully, thinking about the next steps that you want to take, and taking inspired action as well. We've also got 25, the ring, and 24, the banana. 24 and 25 there. So the ring card here, this can connect in with relationships and commitments with other people, which I've also mentioned with the strengthening numbers card. So there could be some kind of important connection happening for you over the next week, where another person or more than one person is really going to help you with something in a really positive way. It's help that you need, okay? So Spirit is saying you don't need to do this alone. There is something definitely that you need help with. The ring can also symbolize the completion of something, which ties in with this 9 of Summer card, because 9 is a card of endings. So this could well be that you complete something that has been a goal that you've been working on for a while, or it could simply mean that a wish comes to fruition. It comes into fulfillment for you over the next week. These are very positive energies here. This is something really positive for you. And it could be something that you've been waiting for a long time for as well, or working on for a long time, because you've got the deliberate card. As I say, the slow moving energy here. So this is something that could have been taking a long time. The ring can also symbolize something connected to a commitment, so something that you want to commit to, something important. And I am getting a message here, Spirit's making me look at the gracefully aging card, where there could be a commitment to do with you needing to take really good care of your body, okay? So look at your health and diet and lifestyle and your exercise and sleep and rest balance. Have a look at all of those. They will come into the forefront over the next week. And then we've got the banana card. Now this could tie in with the general messages I gave at the beginning of the readings about not slipping into drama and fear, because there's a lot of that going on at the moment in the world and in the mainstream media. So even if this doesn't relate to you in a general sense on the worldwide stage, this is a reminder also about not slipping back into your own fears or dramas, or getting pulled into those that belong to other people, people around you. Watch your step with how you proceed. So we've got this ties in with the deliberate card again, about being very cautious about what you're doing or what you're believing or what you're getting involved in or what you're getting engaged in. Okay, so take your time. Okay, my lovelies, I hope that reading helps you. I'll see you in the next one. Hello there, Group 2, and this is also Taurus. This is your card hiding. Now that's interesting because that was one of the cards that came out in the general reading at the beginning. So if you haven't listened to that general reading at the beginning, just have a skip back and listen to it first, because this hiding energy is about you needing to take a step back. I'm going to get some more cards though to get a better sense of if this is relating to anything specific. That has fallen out. Get some rest. Yeah. Now, Spirit is saying to you over the next week, it is really important that you take a step back, hide away in your little cave and give yourself a break. There could be something that you've been working towards or chasing for a while, or something even that has been quite stressful. And Spirit is saying you need to take a step back. There might even be, I'm getting a message for some of you, that there could be a connection in your life that has been quite challenging or overwhelming or overbearing, and it has taken its toll on you, or it could relate to a situation like that. And Spirit is saying hide away in your little cave, take some time out, get some rest, have a break, and don't worry about needing to say no to people. You need to prioritize your own self-care, your own health, and your own mental and emotional well-being over that of others at this time. Spirit is asking you really to focus on that and to do what is right for you. Get a bunny rabbit and give it a cuddle, or a kitten, like in the card there. Do you know what I mean? Cuddle a cat if you can. That is a lovely card. Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So I feel that you are definitely needing to take a step back over this next week, because there is some kind of an upgrade in your energy that is going on, and you need to take a break for that to happen. So it could be that you experience this as your heart opening up further. And if that happens, you're going to feel really loved up. You're going to feel quite emotional and quite sensitive as well. So there is this need for you to stay away from any harsh situations or any harsh people over the next week. For some of you, this could be that your psychic ability, your sixth sense, or your intuition opens up to a new level, and you become quite sensitive in that respect. So this is like, I'm also getting the message here for all of you to really be very aware of and take care of your energy field. Okay. I feel that could be quite important for you, wherein you need to make sure that your energy is cleansed and healing and balance. So really become aware of your energy field and step away from anyone or anything that could have a harsh frequency. And I'm getting the message that could include electrical frequencies in relation to like Wi-Fi frequencies, that kind of thing, but also connecting with the media, social media, that kind of thing. Just be very mindful of where you're putting your attention and your energy, and unplug for a while if you can at some point over the next week, because your body needs, your soul needs you to take a step back, to have a bit of a break for this upgrade in your energy that is coming in. And it might be that you need to have a little bit of a break from your diet, or change some food, or do some energy work. There's something coming in where this energy upgrade is going to affect you in a really positive way, but it might be that your body needs to shift through something or release something. So there might be some changes going on there with how you're feeling. Yeah, I mean, look at that. We've got number 5, change. This is a change for you, a positive change that's coming in. So you need the time and space to process that change that is going to be key for you over this next week. Interesting. We've also got number 5, the tree, another number 5 energy. 5 is change. 5 can also be relating to when you've been doing too much, when you've been too busy, and you need to take time to find your inner center and your inner balance again. Okay. And the tree card, this is from the Lenormand deck, also relates to health and healing. So that is very important for you over the next week, to make time for your health, for your well-being, and to make sure that you are allowing yourself time and space to heal. We've got 22, the padlock. So over this next week as well, I feel that with this coming out underneath the Ace of Summer, there is something unlocking within you over this next week that is going to be quite important and significant for your life purpose, for your vocation, and for moving ahead in a really positive new way. This is like either you discovering some really important piece of information that's going to be instrumental in helping you. This is you possibly getting some kind of massive realization that will also help you. It might help you to heal from something, but this could also be about you unlocking new and deeper levels of abilities and talents and skills that you have. This is like the beginning of it over the next week. So pay attention, look at what's going on in the coming weeks ahead, because you have got a big change beginning over this next week. Okay, I really hope that reading has helped you. I will see you in the next one. Hello, Group 3, and also Gemini. This is your card, Control. Okay, so Spirit is asking you to go with the flow over this next week. There might be something coming in that makes you feel like you need to take control of it, or hang on firmly or tightly to something, or too many cards fell out then. There might be something that makes you feel, that throws you out of your comfort zone, that makes you feel a little bit anxious, you know, or a little bit fearful. And Spirit is asking you to go with the flow, to have a little bit of faith and to have a little bit of trust about what's going on in your life at the moment. Let's get some more cards and see if we can get a sense of what this could be. Religion and spirituality. Yeah. I mean, again, do you know what? This card is connecting in with you really needing to have some trust and faith in the bigger picture of things. I feel like there might be something that you aren't seeing clearly at the moment, or you're wanting to know how something is going to turn out, and Spirit is saying you can't possibly know that at this stage. It wouldn't help you if you knew anyway, and to trust that things are going to work out okay for you. We've also got Six of Autumn. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. Now, with that coming out next to the Control card here, I'm getting the sense that there could be something to do with finances that you're wanting to, that you may be feeling a little bit uncertain about, you know, how things are going to go financially for you. But Spirit is asking you to have some faith and to trust that things are going to be okay, and that things are going to turn around for you. This Six of Autumn card is, in the tarot deck, it's the Six of Pentacles, and it's about giving and receiving. So it's saying to you, what you have been giving out into the universe, into the world, that is going to come back to you. Hang on a little bit longer. Please don't worry, Spirit is saying. We have got 20, deliberate. Yeah, this is a card of, it's given me a sense that you're wanting to rush ahead with something at the moment, and Spirit is saying, please don't, please wait, please slow down, please think about your next steps before you take any action. Please don't be impulsive. Okay, so there is something that is tipping you off your balance at the moment, that's making you feel a little bit jittery, a little bit worried, and Spirit is saying, please don't worry. And you know what, that is a lovely card to get. 18, the dog. In the Lenormand deck, this card is from the Lenormand deck. This is a card that relates to trust, a trusted friend as well. Trust, but trust, you know, that's come up already for you, haven't it? Spirit is saying, have trust, have faith in things turning around and things working out okay. This is also giving me the message of a friend that you can call on. You know, if you're feeling a little bit down or a little bit worried, call on somebody and talk to them about it, okay? And also with this Celebrate card, if you've got a decision to make, Spirit is saying, take your time. Do not rush into making this decision. Please take your time, and you don't need to know what the outcome is going to be. You only need to know about what your next step is going to be. So take some time to think about carefully, but also to step into your heart and to feel your way through the situation and how it feels. Go with what feels right, what feels good, what feels light for you. Okay, anything that feels heavy or gives you a sense of dread, that's not the right course of action for you to take. Okay, we've got 26, the bracelet. So you've got some energies here that connect in with other people, and really connecting in with people that make you feel good. These are people that you can trust, people that you can open up to. I feel that it will help you over this next week to speak to someone, or to find a shoulder to cry on if you need to, or to ask for someone's advice. But focus on those relationships that lift you up, and the ones that bring you down, really have a look at those and question whether those relationships are right for you. I am also getting a message from Spirit about there is something to do with finances here, where you're worrying about, there's either something that you're worrying about paying for or paying off, and Spirit saying it's like, it's not yet or not now. I'm getting the message of not yet or not now. I'm going to get some of these for you, actually, to get some clarification on this. No, don't even go there. Yeah, I mean, this is this spirit saying there is a direction that you're looking at, and spirit is saying, no, don't take that direction, or no, don't go down that path of fear and worry. And there's also, this is a message of you needing to like set a boundary, even if it's with yourself, about not letting yourself get into a negative state of mind, you know. Really focus your thoughts on the positive and on not letting your thoughts go off down an unhelpful path in an unhealthy direction that might cause you fear and worry and concern. It's karma. Oh, that's interesting. Right. Okay. So what you've got going on at the moment is come from, that connects in with this card, the Six of Autumn as well. This comes from energies from the past, basically, but I'm getting it at a deep level that connect in with family karma, where there's some kind of family karma that you are clearing at the moment. And I feel it's to do with money or your self-worth or how you are receiving or what you're receiving. There's a big energy there that has been passed down from generation to generation, and it's quite a negative belief, and you are in the throes of that energy at the moment, and spirit is coming in to remind you to say that that is not real. This is just a fear, and it is not real. It doesn't have any roots in your reality or in your future, and to recognize that. And it's feeling intense at the moment because you're working through it and you are actually letting it go. Okay. And that is a really positive thing. So be firm with yourself over this next week and set those boundaries with your mind, and do not allow yourself to go down those dark pathways of unhelpful thoughts. Okay, my lovelies, I really hope that that reading has helped you. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, Group 4 and Cancer. This is your card. Time to wait. Okay, so there is an influence coming in for you over next week where Spirit is asking you to wait. There might have been something that you've been wanting to go ahead with, but Spirit is asking you to wait. Let's get some more cards to see if anything comes up, what this is relating to. You might have been wanting to push ahead with something or to make a decision, but Spirit is saying, no, please wait. Spiritual growth. Okay, so you've got some changes going on within you spiritually where you are evolving over this next week. And I'm getting the message that whatever it is that Spirit's asking you to wait with, it's because something is either going to come to light that you don't already know, or some information is going to come in, or some kind of understanding is going to come in. But there's basically, it's like you haven't got all the information you need just yet. And so Spirit is asking you to wait. And so there's also going to be this influence of some personal evolution going on over the next week. And so that's going to bring about a positive change in you. And you need to go through that change first before you move ahead with whatever it is that you've been wanting to move ahead with. We've got 4 of Summer, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. Yeah, that is tying in so well. I feel like there is something that you are desperate to get moving with, or get involved with, or take action on, or complete, or start, whatever it is, however this relates to you. It's making you feel frustrated that you're being slowed down or delayed or stopped, and you're not really seeing the delay for what it actually is. And it's a magical opportunity for you to take in your current surroundings, have a bit of a break, and to wait for this. There's a vital piece of information or something very important that needs to slot into place for you over this next week. Okay. And that needs to happen. You need to wait for that to happen. Okay. It's very, very clear message I'm getting from Spirit. Look at that 10 rebirth. Yeah. I mean, you are going through some kind of really important change at the moment. And so whatever change happens, you maybe aren't seeing what's going to come in. You aren't seeing how it's going to affect things. And so you can't make the decision you want to make, or take the action that you want to make yet. Is that kind of making sense, what I'm saying to you, that you really, really need to wait? Spirit is being very, insistent with that. It's like, please just have some patience a little bit longer. I mean, often we don't want to hear about having patience, do we? We want to do things when we want to do them. But you know what? Spirit knows our timetable better than we do. Spirit knows what we need better than we do. So trust in that, my lovelies. Now we've got 14, the fox, and 11, the broken egg. The 14, the fox, that's an interesting card to come out, because this is more confirmation that there is something that you are not seeing yet about your current situation, or about this thing that you want to do, or about a change that's coming in. There is something you're not seeing. And so Spirit is asking you to bear with it. Spirit is asking you here also to focus on daily activities, your daily schedule, about doing the things that you like to do, doing the things, just focusing on, it's almost like I'm getting this sense of needing to focus on the mundane, everyday part of life, even though you don't want to. Spirit is saying, can you immerse yourself in that and see the blessings that you've got already in your everyday life? There is an energy here of really needing to cultivate gratitude for little things that you have that you're maybe overlooking, but that are there all the time. Here with the 4 of summer, really focus on noticing those little blessings. Be grateful for everything you have. And you might not feel like you want to do any of this over this next week, but please bear with it if you can, because do you know what? This card here, the broken egg card, this is telling me that you've been doing too much or carrying too many burdens for too long, and you actually need to stop. And it might be that you've been going for so long that you don't even notice how burnt out you are. And Spirit is saying, please stop, put down the heavy load, put down the bags, stop carrying everything, just put them down for a little while and have a break and wait and take a few deep breaths and be really present and notice your surroundings, notice what is going on around you, become really present in the moment and very self-aware. Because Spirit is saying there are lots of signs being shown to you at the moment, but you're not noticing them because you're wanting to rush ahead. You're wanting to gallop off. And Spirit wants you to do the opposite and to just take a break and wait and open your eyes and open your heart. And you will be wonderfully surprised at how much better you feel. And then you will be happy to wait a little bit longer. Okay, my lovelies, I hope that reading has helped you. I will see you in the next one. Hello there, Group 5 and Leo. This is your card. Don't worry. Spirit is saying, don't worry. If there's something that has been worrying you recently, there you have it. Don't worry. There is no need, Spirit is saying. Let your problems go. Give your problems to the angels. Let them take a hold of your worry and relax and sit back and focus on letting go. I'm getting the message of letting go. I'm seeing and hearing and feeling like a nice, calm, gentle ocean with waves lapping against the shore. So it might help to listen to those sounds or visualize those images, or even visit the seaside, the coast, if you can, because I feel like you really need some calmness. Your energy is a little bit scattered or a little bit all over the place at the moment. There's an element of worry, anxiety, a little bit of chaos there in your energy, and it needs calming. It needs bringing it back down to earth. So it might be that you're in your head a little bit too much over the next week, and Spirit is saying to focus on grounding yourself. So go to the coast if you can, get out in nature if you can't get to the coast, and focus on grounding yourself, growing those roots into the ground, pushing them down right into Mother Earth, and bring yourself back into your body. Okay, we've got adult children and 7 of summer. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from over analyzing the options. Yeah, do you know what? You are. That's what this is here. It's like you're in your head quite a lot over this next week, and Spirit is saying, don't think about it anymore. Stop thinking about it. Okay. You don't need to think anymore. Focus on grounding yourself, bringing yourself back to your center and stepping into your heart space. Okay. Now, if you've got a decision to make here, Spirit saying, don't worry about the outcome. You can't make a wrong choice here. Whatever you make, whatever choice you make, it is going to be right for you. So please do not worry. Please take your power back from all the worrying that you've been doing. Place your power into your heart and make the decision that feels right in your heart. Okay? Don't think about it anymore. Don't overanalyze it anymore. Don't worry about what the outcome will be, because it will, whatever happens, it will be right for you. Now, this adult children here, I'm going to get a card to clarify that and see. I'm picking up a message there that you might be worrying about children, your children. If you haven't got children, this is somebody close to you that you could be worrying about as well. We've got the ring. Yeah, the ring can symbolize commitments and relationships. So I feel that there could be somebody in your life at the moment that you are worrying about as well. This worry, it's like you're taking it on as if it's your own. So it feels like your own worry. There could be a relationship that you're struggling with at the moment in your life. This could also connect in with your family. So there's something here that connects with either your own children or your family or somebody very close to you, where something is going on and there might be drama going on, there might be worry and fear going on, there might be stress, there might be anxiety, but whatever it is, Spirit is asking you, they keep putting the words into my mind, for you to take a step back. Take a step back. Spirit keeps saying that, take a step back from whatever this is, okay? It's not helping to get too involved, especially if this is not to do with you, if this is somebody else's problem or worries or woes or fears. Let them handle it, okay? Unless, of course, this is young children, but then, I'm getting the message there. If this relates to young children, I don't think it does, but it might do just for one or two of you. Spirit is saying the child needs to learn a lesson. Okay, if this resonates with you, that child needs to learn a lesson. But otherwise, I feel that there is another adult involved here, and Spirit is saying, step back. Your intuition has been giving you some strong guidance as to what to do, and this connects in with this decision that I've mentioned already, where you've been thinking about things too much, and Spirit is saying you don't need to think anymore. Listen to your heart, trust your gut feelings, and you will make the right decision for you. You have been getting intuitive prompts. Absolutely. Your gut feelings are correct. Listen to them. Trust yourself, Spirit is saying. 34 orange peel. Yeah. So this is about needing to look below the surface of something and not taking something at face value. It could be that there is something in your life over the next week that is not making sense on the surface, or you're only looking at the surface of something and you need to go deeper. Now, I am getting the message for some of you, if it resonates, sit in some quiet stillness, meditate, turn within, go inwards, shut off your external senses and connect in with your heart center, with your spirit family, and with your intuition, and you will get some help and some guidance as to what you need to do. I feel like you've got more than one thing going on over this next week that is causing a little bit of instability and worry for you, and Spirit is just saying, please calm down with this. Calm your energy. You need to do something to calm your energy, to calm your mind, and then once you take a step back and turn within, you'll find that the answers will come to the surface. You will know what to do. You will know what feels feels right, and you will know how to help or not to help someone else, okay? I really hope that reading has helped you, my lovelies. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Hello there, Group 6 and Virgo. This is your card, Tenderness. This is a week for you to give yourself or someone else some tender, loving care. So this is like self-care. This is being kind to others. This is saying nice things, doing nice things, saying nice things to yourself, okay? This is care, taking care of yourself or someone else. Spiritual growth. That card has already come out in one other of the readings, which you might have been drawn to as well. So this is an important week for you to be very gentle with yourself, because you are going through some spiritual growth and evolution. So there might be something that you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling a little bit, So yeah, I'm getting the message here that you might be wanting to beat yourself up over something. You know, I feel like there could be a little bit of self-punishment going on here over the next week. And Spirit is saying, no, be kind to yourself, love yourself, say nice things to yourself, and remember that you are doing the best that you can. We all are. We've got the Prince of Summer, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yeah, do you know what? I feel that you're going to be releasing some emotions over the next week, my lovelies. Something is going to come to the surface for you to let go of, and I feel like there could be some healing coming in. So this is where this message comes in of Spirit saying you need to be really kind to yourself, treat yourself with tender, loving care, and those around you. And it could be that something really wonderful happens for some of you. 2 cards fell out there, where you get a very positive emotional experience where you feel suddenly very loved and cared for and seen by somebody else as well. I'm getting that message for a few of you. Normally I only choose 1 card, but 2 fell out together, so we'll have them both now. We've got 22, the Crossroads, and 31, the Sun. They both add up to 4 to those cards. And we've got 39, the Blessings. So 1 more card, bear with me. The Blessings card is about you really focusing on all the lovely, wonderful things that you have in your life. And also this is a message about something working out for you. I feel like, so there's this feeling coming through that you might have been a bit upset recently or been having a hard time with something. And Spirit wants to bring something magical into your life over the next week to help you to feel better. And it's going to feel like a little bit of a blessing for you. It's going to uplift you and help you to feel more positive, like you are coming out of, I feel like you're coming out of a difficult phase from something that's gone on just recently, because you've been going through this spiritual growth. And so things have been difficult. And Spirit is saying, focus on self-care and kindness. Focus on allowing your emotions to come to the surface. And there is something really wonderful coming in, because look, you've got the Sun, the most positive card in any deck, really, and you've got the Blessings card, so the light is coming in. If you have felt like you have been in a dark tunnel for quite a long time and you've been wondering where the light is at the end of the tunnel, it is coming in for you next week, okay? You are going to see that light, and it is going to help you come back up to the surface here. I mean, here with this Crossroads cards, this is giving me a sense of you needing to climb up and out of this tunnel to the light. You see, we've got the door opening with the light. This is you making the decision to climb out of this difficulty that you've been going through. There is an area of your life where something has been feeling really difficult, or this is how you've been feeling in general with everything at the moment. And Spirit is saying it's time to lift yourself out of that over the next week. And Spirit is going to help you to do that, okay? The light is coming in. You are going to get this sense of victory coming in and things feeling better. Yay! And this blessing card, this is something the Spirit bringing something really wonderful in, like a lovely happy little surprise for you. And we've got registration plate number 25, signs and messages, confirmation, pay attention. Yeah. So I feel that Spirit is going to show you signs over this next week. So really pay lots of attention, especially to any recurring numbers. We've got the 4 energy coming up there with 31 and 22. So look out for 2s, 22. Look out for the number 4 coming in as well. You've also got 1, 2, 3, and 39 adds up to 12. That's a 1, 2. So you might see 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3 coming in quite a lot. The 1, 2, 3 and the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a new beginning coming in for you. So look out for those numbers. If you're seeing them, that is Spirit giving you confirmation that a positive change is coming in. There might be other signs that you notice, depending on what your signs are that you notice. You might see white feathers. You might see certain words or initials or specific numbers that mean something to you cropping up, and that is confirmation from Spirit. That Spirit saying, yes, we are here, your Spirit family, we are watching over you, we are helping you, and yes, things are going to get better and things are going to turn around for you. Okay, my lovelies, I really hope that reading has helped you. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Hello there, Group 7 and Libra. This is your card, Embracing Differences. So over this next week, there could be an opportunity for you to connect with somebody who is very different to you. This might bring up a bit of a wobble for you. You might wonder why you're connecting with this person, but this is an important experience for you to accept yourself and others as being different and unique. There might also be something going on with you personally this week where you feel like you're different to everybody else. It might be that you're wanting to join a group or meet like-minded people, and you've struggled with that so far. Let's see what the other cards say though. So we've got 5 of Summer. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Now, in relation to that first card, it could be that there is somebody around you that is very different to you, that you don't vibe with at all. And it could even be that this person is negative or critical or judgmental, or you're picking up a bad vibe from them in some way. And if that's the case, then trust your gut, trust your instincts, and step away from that connection. But if that isn't the case, then trust that this person has come into your life for a reason. Even if they are different to you, sometimes, opposites attract, don't they, to help balance each other out. So there is something quite significant going on for you over this next week that involves other people and your connections to other people. So this is something for you to have a look at. Who are you vibing with? Who are you not vibing with? Trust your gut instincts. If you've got any red flags, pay attention to them, in relation to someone. But just because somebody is different to you, it doesn't mean that they're the wrong type of person to be in your life. And we can often learn a lot from those we are different from, should I say. So, that's lovely. Look at that. 30 transformation. Now, at the moment, I'm getting the message here. You have been feeling like you're too different to other people. There might be something about you that you think you don't fit in, you're not good enough, or you wish you were like this, or you wish you were like that person, or there's something there that doesn't feel quite, that you think isn't quite right about you, but you're seeing yourself like this. the baby swan. But really, Spirit is saying it's time for you to see yourself like this, the beautiful swan. No matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter what your personality is like, Spirit is saying to you, can you love and accept yourself just as you are? All the beautiful things about you, even the things that you don't think are beautiful, somebody else might see them as beautiful. And in doing so, when we accept ourselves just as we are, then it allows us to accept everybody else just as they are. And that's when we can all let go of judgment. So this week is really important for you to love and accept yourself and everybody else just as you are, just as they are. Of course, this doesn't always happen overnight, does it? But I feel like this is like an important life lesson for you that's playing out over this next week, where it's time for you to really pay attention to how you see yourself and how you see others. You are going through an important transformation at the moment. And here we've got grief work, which is really interesting to come out in this reading, because there is going to be some stuff that you're letting go of, old emotions, maybe some past hurts or past heartbreaks are going to come to the surface. This is going on a lot in the collective at the moment. There are many of us who have got memories cropping up from a long time ago, things that we thought we'd closed the door on, and things are just popping into our minds. I'm seeing this with a lot of people, including myself, where the past is coming back just for a little bit of our attention and to make sure that we have evolved from it or learned what we needed to learn from it, or that we are actually allowing it to be in the past, to let go of it, to let the emotions come to the surface, to let any heartbreak come to the surface so that you can feel better. And it's not that we want to be shutting the door and stuffing the feelings down and ignoring it. This is a time for us to release. So that is going to be important for you over this next week. And also underneath the Embracing Differences card, this is about you seeing your past connections as like perfect in their own imperfect way, that where there were differences between you, that wasn't a bad thing, because those differences, as I've said already, it's what helps us all to learn and grow and to accept each other for being our unique selves. And ultimately, that's what you want. You've got 14, the fox. Yeah, so I feel that there is something that you maybe aren't seeing quite clearly at the moment as a situation over this next week, or a person. This is most likely a person that isn't who they seem to be. So be aware of that. There's something that you really need to look at over the next week that isn't what it seems, or someone. So just pay attention to that. And as I've already said, trust your gut feelings and notice any red flags that are waving in your face. Really trust yourself, okay? We've got 16. That's fabulous on this reading. Realization, understanding, seeing or thinking clearly. So whatever hasn't been clear, whether it's a situation or person, you're going to get that realization, okay? You're going to move away from difficult energies in a certain situation or in a certain relationship. Accept that you are different to somebody else and move on, let go and see things more clearly. Look, we've got transformation, and like this realization is coming in like as you move through the week. So this is going to, and if you see here on here, look, there is a halo around that swan's head. So this is you really understanding something more clearly from the past, and that understanding is going to bring healing in for you, and that is amazing. So I really hope that reading has helped. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Hello there, Group 8 and Scorpio. This is your card, Readiness. That is fantastic. You are ready to get going over this next week. Whatever is coming into your life, if you've got something that you wanted to get moving on, to take action on, to take the next steps with, the next week is the right time for that to happen. You can get moving. We've got 29 perspectives. So this is you being a bit more positive and a bit more optimistic than how you've been feeling recently. This is you like shifting your perspective on something as well. There might be something that you're seeing that you have changed your mind on recently, or will do over the next week, and you are getting a little bit more clarity coming in. But I am picking up the main message for here, which, you know, if you see any blackbirds, this is a really positive sign where, especially if you've been going through a little bit of a difficult phase where things have felt a little bit cynical or heavy or slowed down, or you haven't been feeling very hopeful about something, that is shifting for you in such a positive way. And you know what? I just glanced at the camera clock and it was 111. So that is that energy of you getting going, getting moving. Yay. Because number 1 is like a new beginning. It's the new path ahead. And there we've got the path leading to positive things, happy times, happier times. Absolutely. And here we've got the Ace of Winter, another number 1 energy, and that is 11, which is 1-1, isn't it? So you've got a lot of 1 energy coming in here. Now this says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing ideas that should be implemented. Yeah. So over this next week, you could be getting a lot of inspiration about what you need to do next. If this relates to a certain area of your life, you're going to get clear and you're going to get moving on it and you're going to take action and you're going to feel more positive about it than you have done. And that is an amazing influence coming in for you. It might have been that things have been a bit slow for a while in a certain area. So that is wonderful. And Spirit is just saying as well, if you've got any obstacles that you come up against over this next week, keep moving ahead. Don't let them stop you. Be strong. Keep moving forward. Find a way to move around the obstacle, kick it out of the way, climb over it, or just face it head on. But don't give up. Spirit is saying keep moving forward, okay? We have got get some rest. So I'm getting the sense that because this is a really good week for new beginnings and for you moving forward and things working out for you, you might feel like you want to charge ahead at full speed, and Spirit's saying that's fine. It's a good time for that to happen, but do it in a balanced way where you're not overdoing things. So just pull yourself back in a little bit from time to time and remember to take a rest, have a break from what you're doing. It doesn't have to be full steam ahead all the time, okay? It's not going to get you any closer to your goal or to whatever it is you want to achieve. It's just going to burn you out, okay? So remember to take those breaks when you need to. Do you know what? My cats have been such wonderful reminders for me to take time off, to stop. I've always been somebody that has gone full speed ahead. When I'm really in the flow of something, I can get into it way too much, you know. So the cats come in and they disturb me when I need to take a break. So they've helped me learn to do that, okay. Oh, look at that. You've got another number 1. Isn't that fabulous? Yes. So number 1 also relates to confidence. You moving forward, being more assertive, being more brave, believing in yourself, having more self-worth. So those energies are going to come in for you this week. And then this card, which is the Rider from the Lenormand deck. This could be some good news that is coming in for you over the next week. Some awesome information. It could be, there's a letter here, so that could be a text or an email or an actual letter, but this could take any form of communication. It's like a positive message because we've got the rainbow there, so this is very positive, something good that you've been wanting to hear. Or maybe it's a surprise, but it's still good, whatever it is. Here we've got spilled milk, 27, sadness, disappointment, cry, release your emotions. Now, that's 27. And there we've got the 9 of Hearts. Those are the energy of the 9 of Hearts and the spilled milk are very similar. They are about you needing to release your emotions. So do you know what? Because you've got this strong number 1 energy coming in over the next week. Number 1 will often tie in energies connected to the number 9 as the number 9 finishes out properly before the number 1 gets its roots down, okay? So when the new beginning comes in, there might still be some things that need to be let go of, or you might need some emotions still to come to the surface to let them go of over the next week. So that's when you need to take some rest, have some time out to allow yourself the space for the emotions to come out, and we're doing all the time, and we're not spending any time being. We don't really know how we feel about things. We don't allow our emotions the time and space they need to be processed. So make sure that you are doing that and let go of whatever needs to be let go of so that your heart can heal. Okay, my lovelies, I really hope that reading has helped you. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, Group 9 and Sagittarius. You've got this card, Courage. So over this next week, there is something that you want to do that's going to require you to have courage, to be brave. Maybe you need to just stand in your power and assert your boundaries to someone. Maybe you need to stand up and speak your truth to someone. Maybe there's something that you want to do that you haven't done before and you need a little bit of courage to do it. Let's see what else comes in for you. We've got the 8 of Winter. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Yeah, that is a similar message. Self-belief and courage. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Yeah, so do you know what? You've got an important life lesson that you're learning at the moment, and that is to believe in yourself, to have the courage to follow your dreams, your goals, to take the action that you want to take. Believe in yourself. We've got 40 signs. Okay, so over this next week, Spirit is going to be showing you some important signs, so look out for them. It may be that you get certain signs, you know what they mean when you get them. So here you could have the numbers of 8. 8 is all about inner power, being assertive, being courage. But number 1 can also be about having courage and being more independent. So that depends on how it relates to your circumstances. But look out for those signs from Spirit over this next week, because you'll be getting a helping hand. We have got adult children. So do you know what? I'm getting the message here that for many of you, there's something from your childhood that affected you. It affected your confidence, your self-esteem, what you think of yourself, or your self-worth, your self-belief, all of those energies that connect with the self and how we feel about ourselves. There was something going on when you were a child that affected you negatively in that way. And that is coming up to the surface over this next week for your attention and for some healing. So you might find that some memories pop to the surface for your attention, for you to finally face a fear, something that has held you back. Because when we put our attention onto our fears and we look at them and we scrutinize what it is exactly that we're afraid of, sometimes that fear loses its power over us, because most of the time fear is just something that our mind creates to make us feel safe, but it isn't real. And very rarely the circumstances that we're afraid of happen. They just don't happen usually. So this feels like quite a big deal for you over this next week. And it might be that it doesn't finish playing out over the next week, because this is a big life lesson for you. So it could take a little bit of a while, but there's something significant is going to happen. So it might be that you are called up this week to do something courageous or assertive. Okay, so take notice of that. So we've got 27 letter. Now this is some kind of communication that you are going to get, so that it could be in the form of a letter or an email, or there could be something connected to a contract. It might even be that you need to write something that is going to require a lot of courage and you being very honest. It might, there could be some kind of communication that you need to have here with somebody. But there is like this big life lesson going on about you holding yourself back. The negative side to the number 4 energy here is about our fears that control us. So this is something, there is something that you are wanting to do, something significant in your life. And so far you've been afraid and you've been holding yourself back, and Spirit is going to be working with you over this next week. Okay, my lovelies. We have got, that's lovely, number 10, the door, new chapter, start something and positive change. So yes, I've mentioned the number 1, haven't I already? As I've said, there is something that you want to do and you haven't started, or you've been slowed down, or you've been holding holding yourself back. Maybe you've been procrastinating. Maybe you feel like there are too many obstacles. Whatever it is, however this has been affecting you, it is time to tackle this head on, to make a significant change and to really face your fears regarding whatever it is that is worrying you about what you want to do. Okay. The other message that I'm picking up with this letter here is relating to your soul contract, where this relates to, this being a part of the soul contract that you agreed to before you came here, something that you wanted to work through, where your self-belief and your courage and self-confidence are big lessons for you in this lifetime that you are learning and evolving through. So you might have had instances in the past and possibly still in the present where people challenge you in that way, but they are helping you to grow into a really strong, confident, brave person that believes in themselves and isn't afraid. Okay. So I really hope that reading helps you, my lovely. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, Group 10 and Capricorn. This is your card playtime. Look at that. Kittens having fun. So over this next week, Spirit is saying to you, it is time to have some fun. Make some time to play. And especially if you've got an animal companion, make sure that you are playing with them. Okay. This is time for you to lighten up. If you have been feeling like you've been working really hard recently, doing a lot, not slowing down, taking a lot on, this is time for you to have some fun and to slow down and to give yourself a break. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. We've got 33 Truth and retirement. So yeah, the retirement card here, this relates to doing less work, taking time for yourself, clearing out your schedule. Okay, so I am getting the message that you've been doing a lot recently, and I feel here with this 33 Truth card, this is Spirit saying that you've been getting guidance from your spirit family, and they've been saying to you, you need to slow down, you need to take a break, you need to have some time for yourself. If you've been getting thoughts coming into your mind of going out for the day or going on holiday or doing this fun thing or meeting up with that friend, however that's been coming in for you, that's your intuition saying you need to have some time off. Okay, so make sure that you are listening to this, especially if you are a Capricorn. You've got that strong Capricorn energies. The goats keep going up the hill, don't they? They keep climbing until they reach their goals, but the goats need to have a break every now and again. So this is going to be a week for you to just take a little bit of a step back, to slow things down and to make sure that you've made time for entertainment, for having fun, for having laughter, for doing something that you really, really enjoy, or rather, better still, do lots of some things that you really enjoy. So some of you might even be going on holiday or having a day out at the coast or wherever, something fun about that. The other message that I'm getting here with this 33 Truth card is about your spirit guides helping you with something over this next week and giving you some guidance or even some answers or an answer to a question that you've been asking, or if there's something that you've been wanting to research or find out. This is a really good week for getting the answers. You've got the key here, okay, and the dove. This is a lovely energy of peace, inner peace. So do you know what? If you've been doing a lot, if you've been moving quite fast, this is going to be a time for you to focus on cultivating inner peace, slowing your mind down, letting those thoughts go and saying to yourself, you don't need to keep doing in order to achieve what you want to achieve, because having the break is just as important. It will refresh you and you might be surprised what information comes to you, what ideas come in, what inspiration comes in. Okay, we have got the King of Winter. Get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking or unemotional relationships. So I am getting a message here that this connects in with this 33 Truth card as well, that is talking about getting clarity of mind. So there is something over this next week that you might previously not have been able to understand, or has felt quite confusing, or you haven't known what to do, or you've needed or been lacking in some information. But over this next week, that is going to come in, and it could come from somebody else. It might be that you reach out to someone else and they give you the information that you've been hoping for, but it could also connect in with spirit giving you this information. For those of you who are psychically sensitive, you might receive a message from your guides, or you might experience a moment of claircognizance where you get a sudden download of information and everything becomes clear. Well, when I say everything, I don't mean everything in the whole world. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the thing that you've been wanting to find out, it's like you get a realization or understanding of it. We've got 32, the moon. So this can be a card to do with completion, you know, a phase completing. And the moon can also relate to focusing on something, having your attention on something, putting something in the spotlight. So there might be something that you want to share with someone over this next week, where you're getting attention for it, you're getting feedback on it, or it could be, as I say, that there is some kind of a cycle or a phase closing out for you. But this is a positive energy here of something coming to a close, something coming to full circle. We've also got number 3, the pen. That is interesting. So we've got text, email, letter, important written words. There is this other energy here within some of these cards about writing or the written word. So maybe part of your playtime could be reading a book, or it could be writing something that you really want to write, like journaling or writing poetry or writing something else. It could be, even for one or two of you, that some of you are seeking out feedback on your writing from this King of Winter person here to get some information, feedback, putting it in the spotlight. But it could also be about you writing something important or communicating something important or receiving some kind of important information or written information. Okay, so there is quite a strong element of communication in this reading for you over the next week. Okay, my lovelies, I really hope that has helped you. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, Group 11 and Aquarius. This is your card. Express yourself. So over this next week, there is going to be a need for you to express yourself. Now, this could come in a number of different ways. It might be that you need to speak your truth to someone. It might be that you need to share how you feel to someone. It might be that you've got something to say in a group. So this, you know, this expression could come in not just verbally, but maybe in written form, or it could even be something creative in the way that you express yourself. But expression is important for you over this next week. We've got 29 perspective and family changes. Okay, so this 29 perspective card, this relates to you seeing something in a different way to how you've seen it before. And I'm talking about in a really positive way. So this is like, if there's been an area of life where you felt quite pessimistic or cynical, this is you turning around that into optimism and hope. If you've been feeling quite negative about something that you've been doing or being quite hard on yourself, this is you turning that around and being a lot more positive and realizing that you have got what it takes. This is a very positive, uplifting energy here. And it can also relate to you changing your mind on something where you do a 180. And it might be that you need to talk about with someone, that you need to share with someone. This could also be about you sharing your truth with the world, you know, okay? We've got family changes. So there is somebody close to you that is going through a change, and this could affect you in some way. It could be that somebody leaves your close circle, or it could be that somebody comes into your close circle. There could be some kind of change within the family. There could be like, what else is coming to mind? Oh, as another card jumped out. I was only going to choose one of those, but seeing as we've got another one jumping out, we'll have that. So yeah, family changes could indicate anybody in your family or the people closest to you or animal companions. So look out for changes there. Let's see what else we've got to get some more insight. So we've got 13, the child card. So that could indicate some kind of change going on with a child in your life, okay? But the child card can also indicate a new beginning. And with that coming out underneath the perspective card, this is giving me a sense of really something really positive coming in for you, where there's been any kind of negativity or things not going as you wanted to. This is turning around for you, okay? Because there's a sense of magic in this card and playtime and fun and new beginnings. Let's see what we've got here. 11, strength. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. Yeah, I feel like you are going to be feeling a lot better within yourself compared to how you have been feeling quite recently, especially if things have been challenging you. They've been testing you to see how strong you are, to see how for you to actually see how strong you are, you know, because I don't think you realize how strong you are. And so this, another message with this express card could be about you needing to share something with a friend and just talking to somebody about some of the things that you've been going through and actually getting it off your chest, you know. And so the other energy of this strength card is about kindness and compassion, and that always starts with the self. So this is about you needing to be very kind and compassionate with yourself, with changes that you are going through. We've got 2 of spring, a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. So yeah, I'm feeling this because this is 2 and that's 11. They're tying in together are those numbers. We've got a jack there, which is also 11, and 29, which is also 11. You've got a strong 11 energy, which is also 2. So 2 relates to connections with one other person. Okay, so that's going to be key for you over this next week, you connecting with another person. Another person can really help you with something that you're wanting to do. And then the number 11 energy, this is really to do with your life purpose and like a spiritual understanding of something making sense, but something also being quite significant for you that happens over this next week. Okay. It feels like there are a lot of different energies going here on in this reading for you. So it's like there are a lot of different things going on. And one of the influences of the number 2 and the 11 is about needing to find balance when things are a little bit like that. You might feel like you're on a bit of a seesaw over the next week, being pushed and pulled in 2 different directions. So make sure that you are finding the time just to bring yourself back to center. I'm just going to get one more card for you, that one. So we've got 25 registration plates, signs and messages, confirmation and paying attention. Yeah. So Spirit is going to be sending you signs and messages, and I feel that you might be seeing the number 2 or the number 11 coming up. So notice those, because that is confirmation about something that is going on for you at the time when you see those numbers. That's your Spirit saying, yes, this is right. Carry on. You're getting the message. This is like confirmation of moving ahead with something or doing something, or what you're thinking is correct. Okay, so I really hope that reading has helped you, my lovelies. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, Group 12 and Pisces. This is your card, friendship. Oh, that's lovely. So over this next week, your friends are going to be important for you, connecting with people, hanging out with people that mean something to you, or animal companions. We'll have that turned over. So yeah, make sure that you're splitting your time up equally so that you are making time to spend with those who really matter to you. Okay, so I can see you making some time to go out maybe to a cafe or to go out for a drink or to do something with a loved one or with a friend that you adore, spending time with, somebody that you feel on the same wavelength with. Okay, so we have got number 1, begin, and changing your mind. So there is an energy, a new energy coming in over this next week. And for some of you, this is about you meeting a new friend or a new person coming into your life that seems quite different to people that you have normally met or friends that you've got in your life at the moment. And I feel like this person could help you to see things quite differently. Okay, but it's a wonderful experience. It's going to be, if this does relate to you, with like somebody new coming in, this is somebody that is destined for you. This is somebody that is going to help you to grow and evolve, and you could have a good time in their company. Okay. This changing your mind card as well, I'm getting the sense that over the next week, somebody could help you to see something quite differently, and something that you've believed for quite a while. You might realise that you have uncovered some new information, or somebody shares some information with you that makes you think quite differently about something. But I'm also getting the message to 1 or 2 of you that it could be that you are changing your mind about a certain person in your life, and they're either not who you thought they were, or you feel like you're not in alignment with them anymore. There doesn't have to be any conflict here or anything difficult going on. It's just the fact that you are both changing, and you might not be changing together, and you might realize that you've got less in common than you thought or than you used to have. And so you're wondering what to do. And Spirit is saying, don't be afraid of this change happening. You know, that it's okay. This is what happens sometimes. We are all changing and growing and evolving, especially now, very fast. And so some friendships are going to leave your life at some point. Some connections are just going to fall away naturally. And it might be that you don't see someone for a long time. And that's the universe stepping in, saying, you need a break from this person. Maybe you need to see the relationship in a different light, and maybe you haven't been seeing things clearly. So there's a lot going on here about your connections, your relationships, how you see them. Are you in alignment with people? There is a new energy coming in though, but this is positive for you. So don't be afraid of anything that changes or comes to an end, and let it happen naturally. Now we've got the 4 of spring. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. This is such a lovely energy, especially coming out under the friendship card. This is like you feeling a bit loved up, really, and just being really happy with how things are over this next week, feeling really blessed, feeling really grateful for many of the wonderful things that you've got happening in your life. And this is about you expressing deep gratitude as well. And it could bring these feelings of, you know, inner peace and feeling very contented with how things are going for you in your life. And it could be also relate to you expressing to those who are closest to you what they mean to you, and making sure that they know that they are valued and cherished by you. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Number 2, the clover. That's great that that's underneath the begin card as well, because this new beginning energy that is coming in for you, this is good luck. This is like good fortune coming your way. And for some of you, this is going to be there's a positive surprise coming in for you over this next week. I'm getting the message from Spirit that feels like a bit of a blessing. Okay. So something really good is going to come in. And I do feel that if you've got a situation that has felt a bit difficult or challenging recently, I do feel that there's going to be some kind of a turnaround with that, or a positive shift with that, where, especially if it's something that you've been stalled in, you're going to see the way forward or know what to do next. Okay. And we've got 13, dustbin, get rid of uncomfortable thoughts or emotions. 13 is also the number 4 that we've got here. So yeah, there could be some, as I've said already, there might even be be a change in one or more of your relationships or close connections, and it might be that things don't feel the same, and you really need to give yourself time and space to let those feelings come to the surface. You know, don't ignore them. Allow yourself to express what you're feeling, even if it feels horrible, even if it's a friendship that has turned sour. Let your feelings come, let them out and let go of them, and see what you can do to heal and to move on from the situation, and not to go back to it, not to hold on to it out of fear, but just to let go and let flow. Okay, my lovelies, I hope that reading has helped you. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.